Alright, so today I wanted to talk about cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. So what is this? Well, typically it's known as CBTI for short, and it's basically where you are remapping your brain, the way you think about insomnia, and get to a point where you are no longer affected by insomnia. And it's an alternative method to, say, sleeping pills. Why is this so important? Well, a lot of people suffer from insomnia, number one, and number two, a lot of people such as myself who suffers from insomnia, I don't like taking pills for it. Number one, because then it's like you're training your brain to depend on that pill to actually be able to go to sleep. And another thing is, with the therapy, you can actually understand why you're suffering from the insomnia. Some people know why, like it's a lot going on, your mind is running rapidly. Me, since I was a kid, I always had an issue where everything good would come on TV at night. And so I'll be up to 4 or 5 in the morning because it was more exciting for me to be up at night because it was so quiet. You know, it was like time for me to be alone. But as I've gotten older, I've noticed how I work different shifts and at different times, and it affects me negatively because I'm usually tired, my thinking is off, I forget a lot of things, and it really aggravates me a lot of times because, you know, it throws me off, and then people are like, well, why are you forgetting stuff? And it's hard to explain that, as much as I want to go to sleep at night, I have the biggest issue doing so. I see sleep as something that you need to repair your body. A lot of people don't know that when you sleep at night, or however you sleep, depending on, let's say some people work overnight, such as myself, I'm at work right now. But whenever you sleep, that's your body's time to basically go through everything that happened throughout the day. And it's also your body's chance to fight off, it has a better chance of fighting off infections, certain diseases, sicknesses, and repair any damage like torn tissue or anything like that. So sleep isn't just for, you know, people who are depressed and can't get up during the day. Sleep is also necessary just to be able to think clearly, to have, you know, a clear mind, to feel refreshed. Of course, too much sleep can make people feel a little off, but the right amount of sleep can do so much for you. You're able to get through the day much better. And I feel like cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia is definitely an alternative. I actually had cognitive therapy in high school. I was at a point where I wanted to drop out because I was just overwhelmed and tired of school, and I had so many personal problems, and you know, just my thinking was so different and negative. And I went to a counselor, and they offered to do cognitive therapy, and it actually helped me rethink and look at school differently. And I was able to finished school with no problem with honors, and I moved on to college. I got into a car accident where I was on my bike in a crosswalk and a car hit me. They said I would have PTSD, and I received cognitive therapy, and that actually helped me not only alleviate some of the PTSD, but also get rid of a lot of anxiety I had about doing something as simple as riding my bike and crossing the street. And it's safer, to be honest. It does take time. I will say that. There is no quick fix for anything that involves the brain. But I will say it's something that's worth it, because how strong can you feel when you are able to rewire your brain, the way you think, the way your body moves? Because sometimes we don't feel like we have control of our emotions or what we think about or what we do, but we do. It just takes hard work and time and patience. And honestly, it is something worth it in the end. And at the end of the day, when I leave this 12-hour shift overnight, I am happy to get a nice 8 hours of full needed rest. It's the best thing that can happen to me, because then it prepares me for another 12 hours of work. Good luck, you guys.